What is good, boys and girls? I'm Andy Malfrano. This is Drag the Lake. I meant to do this a long time ago, specifically about 29 days ago when this came out. I kept forgetting to. I apologize. My sincerest apologies to the boys in Fauxtrot. I enjoyed the hell out of this EP, and I've been enjoying the hell out of this band. I've been bogged down with other reactions. Go check out my Dance Gavin dance reactions. That's actually, shout out to the fellas in Fauxtrot, whoever runs their YouTube account. They were commenting on a video, and I remember I just haphazardly threw out in the video, I was like, I should do like full album reactions to Dance Gavin Dance, and then they were like, I would actually really prefer that. And I was like, well, a lot of people don't, they don't comment on my videos going, I'd like you to do this, Andy. And I'd be like, well, let me oblige. And I obliged real hard. And there ended up being like, you guys ended up enjoying those videos very hard. So I owe a lot of thanks to Fauxtrot. And I also just owe a lot of thanks to the fact that they wrote a damn good EP. So let's hop into it. I haven't done a full album EP or full album reaction for a non-Dance Gavin Dance band in a minute. It's been exactly 6 weeks in that. So this will be a good way to change it up. Anyway, this is Fauxtrot, Lost in Translation, their EP that they dropped on December 1st. If you're not familiar with this band, they're a brand new band, so there's a decent chance you have not become familiar with them yet. I really hope you do become familiar with them because as someone who grew up listening to a lot of emo music, pop punk, and some Fauxtrot, and getting heavy into the swancore and all the wiggity-wiggities of those genres and stuff, this band is a wonderful encapsulation of all that shit. I've described them as the happy medium between Midwest emo and Fauxtrot. And I know a lot of you have not, it's never occurred to you as that being an option, but it's an option now. Fauxtrot is on the scene, and it's an option now. So let's hop into this. It's a quick little thing, 17 minutes. Let's start with Retrace and Embrace, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is was their first video they came out with. Oh, and I should also say, Fauxtrot was a band that came to me and was like, yo, Andy, can you check out our EP? Or can you check out our music? I was like, hell yeah. I love when people ask me to check out their music. I checked it out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And now we are ride or die till the sun destroys the earth. I love these guys. Their shit fucking rules. But I say that to say, hit me up. I got my links down below. I got a lot of time. And if I have, well, not always, actually. No, sometimes I'm very busy, actually. Let's change that around. Sometimes I'm so fucking busy because I'm just a big fucking deal over here. No, but for real, sometimes I have the time, and I will check out your band. Hit me up. Instagram's real good. Twitter's real good. All the stuff, tag me. If I have the time, I will check out your fucking band. But in the meantime, let's check out Retrace and Embrace by Fauxtrot off Lost in Translation. Here we go. Get that volume up. There we go. Guaranteed to make you feel like something so surreal. Got you hooked on a last appeal. So just stop me dead in my tracks. There's no way I'm coming back, but you can devise a plan on how to win me back. An illusion of confusion, the delusion you've been using. Taken through the hard times, the bad. Dude, I've heard this song already, but this part rules. I just don't know how these bands fucking do it. Cause when I was in my songwriting phase, you know, in high school and college, when I was in bands and stuff, and actually like we've talked to bands before, and I've seen interviews with bands, and like dudes who write music always talk about how they just like think in riffs and stuff. So it's been a while since I've actually been in that headset, like in that mindset, but I used to be like that in high school and college when I was playing music regularly. But even in that, I can't, like, I don't get how these, this is why I love this genre so much, is like, I don't get how these dudes think of these parts. I don't know. Is it like guitar part, then drum part, and then you guys meet up and you try to fucking find the balance and stuff like, because it's fucking nuts that there's so much. I say this 1,000 times, so apologies for repeating myself for the 20 millionth time, but there's so much going on, but none of it ever like overpowers itself, because the drums are, like, he's hitting all the drums at different synchronized points, and the ride cymbal's going a little nuts, and then the guitar part is a pretty all over the place lead part, and then we got the vocals and stuff. It's actually an interesting juxtaposition on the musicianship versus the vocals, because the vocals, I'm very curious about, and I know you fellas are going to watch it, so let me know, because I'm very curious about the vocals, because I always wonder if, like, my only, spoiler alert, before we get through this whole thing, my only, like, main, it's not even like a complaint, because the vocals are really good, but I'm sitting here wanting to be like, what's your range like, though? Because it's like this really interesting subdued way of singing on a very overtop, very frantic music, and it's just like, it's like I know I sound like a broken record, but it's similar to like Dance Gavin Dance. On paper, this shouldn't make sense, and then you put it all together, where it's like you have subdued vocals like minus the bear, and then like jazzy frantic drums, and then a lead guitar part like your fucking Fall of Troy. And you're like, if you wrote that down and texted it to someone, they text you back like a fucking question mark emoji. It's just an emoji being like, the fuck? And you'd be like, nah, it actually works. So yeah. No, I like the subdued nature of the vocals, but I'm very curious on like what the range is on your vocal. But yeah, just I don't know. Everything that's going on, it's just fucking I don't know. I don't know if I could write stuff like this when I was writing music. It's so like all over the place yet honed in. Going on in my head, and I don't know if I can pick up the pieces again. So stop me dead in my tracks, there's no way I'm coming back. You can devise a plan on how to win me back. So stop me dead in my tracks, there's no way I'm coming back. This might sound like a weird thought, but like I think I like another reason I like this shit, and I'm deeming this genre Midwest Swancore. This is Midwest Swancore. But no, one thing I'm noticing is just making me laugh, like especially with like the drum beats, because that's an interesting rhythmic decision by the drummer. Because wait, let me pull back. Let me hear the guitar here. Yeah, so easy go-to on that where the guitar's like da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and then you can kind of hear it with the bass, but the easy go-to is play a little bit of a breakdown right there. That's kind of the go-to, and the drummer's like, nah, I'm not going to do that, which I think is a fun... my instincts when I was drumming would always be, that's what it feels like it's going to be, so let's do that, but let's kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's not just be so on the nose. But, that doesn't mean that's right. That's just what my instincts were always when I played the drums. On here, it's really interesting where, like, the beats are just all, like, the snare's all over the place, but it's working. And, the original thing I was going to bring up when I stopped this was, like, with the decisions of the drum beats on these songs, it's very, it's making me think about the fact that, like, I don't know, this might sound stupid as shit, but if you took footage of, like, I don't know what the dance is called, but it's that dance Spanish people do where they, like, run back and forth. I don't know, what is it called, like penchada or something like that? I don't know, dude. I'm honked up. Don't expect me to know the names of these things. But you know what? It's that dance that looks like they're, like, running back and forth, like they just stay into one spot and they're like ba-da-ba-doo-ba-da. Anyway, like I said, dude, I'm fully honked up. You gotta give me a little leeway on this shit. But it's just like, I could, like, if you saw just an old Spanish couple, one of those dudes where he's like a fat Mexican dude with his fucking flannel tucked in and a little cowboy hat, and then it's like kind of fat wife, but it's Saturday night. They're fucking 6 Modelos deep each. Got a few Corona Ritas maybe. They're just going in. Put that over top of this. It makes sense. It makes sense and it works all together. So I enjoy this shit a lot, is what I'm trying to say. One other thing I'm thinking about, I'd have to double check how this sounds in my car, but definitely, and also too, they're a new band. They're probably going to a smaller studio. It could be self-produced, but definitely bring out the bass tones on this because it'll give your songs a lot more power, and I like power. Anyway, Too Close.
Why don't you take an honest look at yourself? That face in the mirror's a desperate cry for help. While bridges are burning, the pages keep turning, but I pray that you'll be just fine. 'Cause I've been overthinking, body's got me sinking. Tell me what is happening when time is of the essence. Can't even count my blessings, fill my head with embellishments.
Yeah, I can kind of feel it here, what I just said on the last song. Definitely, and once again, I'm not being overly critical. New band, probably self-produced, small studio. But definitely, if you can, on the next release, add a lot more clarity to these instruments. Honestly, even consider re-recording these songs for like a full LP release, because these are very good songs, and they deserve, as a listener, I deserve. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But as a listener, I really want to hear the full depth of these riffs and drum parts and stuff. And yeah, this doesn't have the clarity that I demand as a consumer.
Let's take the time to realize, 'cause I'm so close to losing hope. Is it too late? Can we start all over? Moments passing, growing older. Motivation slowly fading.
A lot of people don't know this, but this is a very brave tempo to pick. I respect I respect as a former musician, eventually gonna want to get back into the musicianing, but as a man who used to be in bands and played in jazz band and stuff, this is a very brave tempo for Fauxtrot to play because the integrity of the tempo can go to shit very quickly because this is one of those weird like in between tempos. Fuck, is there a way to look up tempos? Cause wait, no, I don't want you to fucking no, cause I'm trying to think, cause from playing instruments, I remember like the easy tempos, like if you were playing a slow song, would always be like 80, and then like 120 if you were playing a little bit faster. Tempo counter? I don't know if that would be a thing. Yeah, let's play the song a little bit while I find this website I think is a thing.
In spite of everything, I can't keep hiding the truth. Will someone help me, please wake me from an endless dream? You're almost too close to touch, too close to touch your heart.
Okay, interesting. It's I was clicking it and it's basically 130 or what would half of that be? 175. So, yeah, which is that like yeah, cuz you could feel it again.
But it might be enough, might be enough. So tell me, was this all for nothing?
Da 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 da, which is that's the tempo. Da 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 da, which when you're playing live, the natural instinct is to speed everything up. So that can easily shift into just like do do da da do do, like you know what I mean. That's so funny. That's so funny that it's basically a little bit. It's slower. It's slower than wait. How fast is 120 though? Sorry. Now I have to hear 120.
Why can't you see that we were on to something more? Open up your heart, you're so empty, tearing us apart, so neglected, time invested, but our time just
Here. Da 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 da. That's like just an easy tempo to cruise on. But then here's 130. Da, 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 da. Yeah, you know, it's like, this is what I'm trying to say. It's a brave tempo because I'm feeling that one. And that, sorry if that's super loud in your headphones. And that one, like, I remember, it's so ironic because if you're playing that at halftime, that's one's like, if you're playing it at a halftime, it's so easy to speed up. But if you're playing so if you, here, wait, let me double check that this isn't loud as shit in your headphones. I'll turn it down a little bit, I'm sorry. Yeah, but so this tempo, you know, if you're going doom, doom, da, doom, 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 da, doom, it's like kind of chill. But you can even hear it in my voice. I was getting out of time here and there. But if you're going do, da, do, da, do da 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 do da, it's like it's just a little faster than what feels natural. But here we go back to 120. Do da 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 do da. That's chill. That's chilling. Like 120 just chills harder. So to hit me with a 130. These boys are telling me that they're brave souls and they're in it to win it, and I respect that.
Too close to touch your heart, but it might be enough. It might be enough. Endless dream, you're almost too close to touch, too close to touch your heart, but it might be enough, it might be enough to save you, to save you. Stained glass of the time we spent, the changing tides rushing in and out again. Mark this day forevermore. This line in the sand, drawing blood from our hands.
Hell yeah. Let's keep it going. Follow you.
Take your time, girl. We've got so much here left to explore. And I don't mind, girl. We don't have to rush, just take it slow. You go and I'll go. You go and I'll go. Where you go, I'll follow you home. You go and I'll go. You go and I'll go. Where you go, I'll follow you home. Tear apart my heart, I should've known better from the start. I think I might be falling, it's true. Shield your eyes, our love's like flashing lights, and it came as no surprise. You go and I'll go. You go and I'll go. Where you go, I'll follow you home. You go and I'll go. You go and I'll go. Where you go, I'll follow you home.
That's all vibes. That's all goddamn vibes. Yeah, man, that's fun. It's also smart too for a band like this. Throw like, I don't know if that counts as an acoustic song. Yeah, it does, right? You're playing acoustic instruments. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? Does that song when you played all acoustic instruments count as acoustic song? Maybe. Yeah, so I was also, half the reason I didn't stop that is I was looking up shit of theirs on YouTube, and I was trying to see if you guys had any live footage. I want to see how you guys fucking play live and shit. And I was noticing, so this is the thing I've noticed with a lot of bands that, like they have their name, and it's kind of, I don't know what the exact thing would say. Like it's like it's a cool name. Like perfect example. Yesterday we posted, or actually no, earlier today. Or I guess I don't know when I'm gonna post this. Pardon me. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but regardless, on when we did the most to when I'm recording this. When we did the most recent New Music from Friday video, we talked about two bands called, well, actually, all three of the bands we talked about kind of fit into this thing where there's Filth, Haywire, and what was the other one? Underneath. They were all really good bands. We had to double check. Haywire was not, what the fuck? They had imagery that made us suspects, so we double checked. But I think we talked about it. I think they're chill. But regardless, a lot of these bands, great names. Filth, cool name. Underneath, cool name. Haywire, as long as you guys are chill and not, using sus in imagery. Cool, cool. But all jokes, you gotta watch the stream for that joke to make sense. I don't know why I brought it up. But regardless, like cool names. But here's the reality: we live in a world where the more searchable you are, the better. So, like, perfect example, I've been listening to that band Filth a lot. And they're a really good band. They're kind of like the newest iteration. They're like the current Amure type band. They're great. And then whenever I want to, but they're not big yet. Like they've had some stuff blow up on YouTube and TikTok and shit, but they're not big yet. Like I've seen live footage. They don't get people out yet. They will, because they're fucking great. They will, but they don't get people out yet. So they're not, like, when you search the term filth, it's not the first thing that comes up. So a lot of times you have to search filth band, and then they come up, but I don't know. I just, like, for me, it's just always a better look when you search the band, and then that band comes up. That's why I always feel like we were talking about before, Dance, Gavin, Dance. Even when they were the smallest, like, yeah, Dance and Gavin are two common words. But, like, what else is Dance, Gavin, Dance? You know what I mean? So I say all this to say I was looking up Fauxtrot, and they're basically when you go, let me double check, but when you go to Google, and you look up, you look up Fauxtrot, because if you guys didn't notice, they spelled it very specifically, Fauxtrot. It's the first thing that comes up. Yeah, when it pops up, it's the first thing that comes up. Their fucking Facebook, their Bandcamp, you know what I mean? So I get that it's easy to just type band name, like thing band, but I feel like when you make it a more distinct thing, it kind of lets you guys just be that, and it gives you more uniqueness. So yeah, I noticed that as I was Googling while listening to that lovely song, Follow You, and having it's just, I know that's lame. That's got to be lame for bands to like think about and whatever, but it's the reality of the time. So you might as well, it's not the end of the world to just kind of go with it on that one. And it helps your band. So I get it. There's certain things you don't want to just go with, and you shouldn't. But I don't think that one's like a fucking artistic, a big artistic compromise. But anyway, let's listen to the last one. Cheers to the Years. I think I heard this one before, but I want to hear it again. what is that time signature?
Everything isn't quite what it seems. You fail to see all the possibilities. Running so fast can't seem to make this last. And take what you have and leave everyone else behind in the dust. Cancel everything you said you believed in. There's no future, just fell
Normal time signature, but the space there.
in the dust. Cancel everything you said you believed in. There's no future, just failure is not an option. Set down on your target and keep your friends close. Your frenemies closer. The pictures blurred from the overexposure. You've come too close. Wake up your friends, go get them out of bed. And cheers to the years and everything we've got left. I'm here to see what happened to me. 1 minute I was sitting next, I'm suffering. When everything isn't quite what it seems. You fail to see all the possibilities. Take a long way home. This time was I all alone? It's so contrived, driving myself going crazy again. This wasn't part of the plan, I guess it never ends. What did I do going crazy? It's true, I'm helpless and hopeless. We've reached the end. I'm all worn down, still won't come around. Patience come to those outside of the crowd. Vapid, oversaturated mental state. We need to take distinctive measures, scalpel operate.
Hell yeah. Cheers to the Years by Lost by Fauxtrot. Off Lost in Translation. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was really fun. That was a really, really, really fun song. It was cool because it kind of like did a whole bunch of shit, but it kept coming back to that chorus that was very catchy and very upbeat. And I like that from a songwriting standpoint because like when a song gets predictable for me, it gets it gets boring at that point. You know, I mean, sometimes, well, no, I guess, because, like, sometimes predictable's fine, but, like, if you're setting up a groove that I'm just kind of getting into, it's like, it kind of, like, hits me, and then I lean back into it, and I'm not thinking as much. I'm not as aware of what's going on, so you hit me with a good groove, you hit me with some fun stuff, I sink into it. I'm not consciously thinking as much about what's going on, so you can hit me with a predictable structure, but I'm not trying to predict anything, so it doesn't matter. And that's kind of what's going on here. That song could have been in a predictable structure, but I didn't notice because I just kind of like laid back and grooved out with it. Because that's a fun thing about this band is while I can lay back and groove out, I can also pay attention very autistically to be like, ooh, what are they playing right here? It's like a whole mix of all that shit all at the same time. But yeah, that song rips. This album's very great. This EP's really good. I can't wait to hear more of these guys. Definitely, easier said than done, but definitely save up or, just get signed to a label, guys. What the fuck are you doing? No. But like, if you're not signed to the label by the LP, definitely save up. Get that good studio time. And yeah. Yeah, my only real complaints are I would love to hear more range from the vocals. Because I can hear you're a good singer, dude, and I feel like now I do like the artistic move, if it is an artistic move. I do like the sort of vibe of kind of having that at times middle of the road. What am I trying to say? Like, he sounds like the dude from Minus the Bear, and it does feel cool doing that, but also at the same time, it's like I can hear your voice is good. Like, give me some range on this. Now, I don't want you to just sound like every fucking Swancore band there is out there, because that is the only problem with the genre is they all have a tendency to mesh into each other, and you guys are doing a wonderful job of sticking out. So don't change up your shit just because of fucking fat old me. But also at the same time, I would get super excited to hear what's that range to that fucking I want to hear what that mouth do, dude. And also, yeah, just and obviously new band. This is probably self-produced and shit, but definitely having a lot more clarity on the recording so we can appreciate a lot more what's going on. But regardless, those are minor complaints. This EP was very good. And yeah, I hadn't listened to it in a minute. I was glad I did this, so I got to listen to it again. This is very good. Guys, gals, everyone in between, go check out Fauxtrot. Yeah, dude. 864 monthly listeners. Let's get that up to 867. Let's show them that we're fucking here for them, and we want them to keep making good ass music. All right. I love y'all. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Check out the streams. Check out the full album reviews, all that, full album reactions, everything going on over here. And yeah, until next time, I love y'all. Have a good one. Be about a peace.